Hi there, it's Nancy Teeter with another nutrition tip for Wednesday. This is the last Wednesday of the month, and I've had most of my thinking be about breast cancer awareness. And one of the best ways that you can ward off breast cancer is to increase your fiber intake. A fiber superstar is beans and legumes. So I'm going to give you more benefits about beans and legumes besides warding off breast cancer. So, no matter the color, whether they're red or black or white or pink or yellow, when you eat beans regularly, it knocks down high blood sugar, high blood pressure. It cuts the risk of heart disease by a whopping 8%. And eating beans also supports a healthy immune system. How can beans do all this? Well, it is partly due to the fiber content, but also the mineral content. A half-cup serving of beans provides 6 grams of fiber, 2 of blood sugar-lowering soluble fiber, and 4 of insoluble fiber. Both of these digest very slowly, and they feed the gut bacteria, and that means that they are going to help promote a healthy immune system. Also, all that fiber comes in starches that are very slowly digested, so they're diabetes friendly and they're not going to cause blood sugar spikes. Well, in fact, 10 to 20% of the starch in beans never even gets digested at all. So, how about this old saying, beans, beans, the musical fruit? I bet you can fill in that saying. While there is truth in the adage that beans create intestinal gas, the health benefits are so numerous that I encourage everybody to include beans in their food intake several times a week. Now, you may need to get your large intestine accommodating this larger amount of fiber, so I encourage you to start small, start gradually. So first of all, start with the easiest to digest beans. Those are the garbanzo or chickpea and black beans. And then you could try mashing them into a bean spread like hummus, or you could do a black bean spread. And start with maybe just a couple tablespoons a day. And then the other option is to maybe have a half a cup every other day. And again, just let your digestive tract get used to digesting this carbohydrate if you haven't already been eating them. Beans are a great source of blood pressure lowering mineral, which is potassium. And the magnesium content can help you get a better night's sleep. They're also packed with bioactive compounds that protect your cells throughout your body from oxidative damage. And we've talked about that in previous videos about the importance of preventing chronic systemic inflammation. Because when we do, it could lower risk of some forms of cancer, as well as heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Adding beans to a diet that is high in vegetables and fruit can really help prevent chronic inflammation in your body. So how can you use beans? I like to use canned beans because I don't have to plan ahead. You certainly can buy dried beans and cook them in a pot or an instant pot to speed it up. But I just like doing canned beans because I just have a couple of servings at a time of a particular bean I want to use. So you could add beans to a pasta dish that you already like. And one tip is to actually cook orange lentils from dry state and cook them until they're very, very tender and then stir them into marinara sauce. They just about disappear. You could top a salad with any kind of bean you like. You could also mash beans, especially white beans like the navy bean or Great Northern or cannellini, and then mix them in with mashed avocado and use that as a spread on sandwiches. Also mashing pinto beans with some cumin and heating it in the microwave makes a great spread for a tortilla. And then you could add scrambled eggs and some salsa. That'd make a great protein-packed breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Very easy. You could also make a a nice cold bean salad. You could use any kind of canned beans, but kidneys work really good. And then you could use a light colored bean like the garbanzo or the navy bean. Add some chopped fresh red bell pepper, some onions, some parsley. Give it a nice citrus vinaigrette and let it marinate for several hours. Makes a great side dish to any meal, or you could put it on a salad. You could also make a nice dip using white kidney beans, those are the cannellinis, some hydrated sun-dried tomatoes, some garlic, rosemary, olives, some red wine vinegar. Put those in a food processor or blender, and then just fold in some chopped Kalamata olives. That makes a great dip for fresh vegetables, or perhaps some whole grain crackers. We are on to tip number 8. Can you believe it? To make some creamy dip, you could combine kidney beans, Greek yogurt, chopped onions, red onions, chili powder, and ground cumin. Put it in a food processor. Now, this is a really nice creamy version of a bean dip. All right, how about a vegetarian chili? Just saute some onions, add some canned beans, corn, pepper, tomato sauce, garlic, paprika, and chili powder. Let it simmer for about 30 minutes. You want a creamy topping, just use some good unflavored Greek yogurt to go on top of it. All right, my last tip. Not really a tip for canned beans, but I want to tell you about a snacking bean. This company, Brami, B-R-A-M-I, sells packages of lupini, the Italian snacking bean. And you can find them on Brami's website. You can also find them on Amazon. And they come in a few interesting flavors, including garlic, rosemary, and chili lime. And they make a great way to have a bean snack. And you can actually squeeze them out of the skin, and that reduces the amount of insoluble fiber and probably will reduce the level of gas you experience with this. So that's my tip for this final Wednesday of October. I hope you've had a great month. Continue to be healthy, and I look forward to presenting you more Wednesday wellness tips next month for the month of thankfulness and gratefulness. Have a great day, and if you ever have any questions, post them in the comment section.